I hope I'm live. I'd like to check and find out. Let's see. Am I here? We're definitely here. Let's see. Let's check and find out. Let's see. Little delay. Yeah. Well, that'll make your heart beat a little faster. I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit and see who shows up. Oops, I guess you don't need to hear that. I'm just checking to see if it works. I've spent a lot of time trying to get the sound right, and I hear that did a pretty good job. And yeah, hi family. A naked soul, naked as the day I was born. Here we are. Let me check also. I guess if you can hear the music in the background, I've arranged a mixture of amazing frequencies, 548 love hertz, 432, soothing, calming, great frequencies. And I hope you enjoy that too. But it looks like we're up and running, so that's a good thing. And I'll try to open it in my phone so that, where am I going? Not anywhere. I'm not running away. Certainly not running away from earthquakes and tremors. That's why we came here. We came here for all of it. Everything. Everything. And I mean everything. So I'm going to turn the volume off on my phone. And hopefully, looks like it's frozen there. Oh, there we go. So we'll see if anybody comes in and wishes to join us, me and my army of angels, for this live broadcast, then welcome. Just write something in the comments, like where you're from, who you are, hi, and I'll know you're here. Yeah, I guess I can see if you can hear this in the background. And set the mood. Yeah. Check that out. A little music frequency alchemy. I do that. I like it. So it's been a while, again, since I came live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Meta, whatever you'd like to call yourself. Teresa, pretty. Hello. Beautiful, beautiful sister. So I'm hoping a few people will come in, and we'll get started. Michael, my dear, beautiful brother Michael, hi. Thank you for signing in and saying hello, because until somebody writes in the comments that they're here, we won't know they're here. So yeah, we're live. Cosmic Utopian Rose has not been live for a while. Just a few things. Whatever's happening, this whole experience, our planetary experience, our human experience, our lessons in grace, learning what it is to be truly a heavenly soul on earth. The trials, the tribulations, everything. everything. Yes, that's why we came. Experience and learn. And as many times as we need to, till we get it. Once we get it, we move on. Because there is an infinity of realms, an infinity of time and space. Remember, an infinity of time and space. Do not trouble yourself. Do not worry. You can always have another chance to get it right, but I think now is a particularly significant moment in cosmic history to put greater efforts towards those ends so that it can be a better end and a better new beginning. So I'm going to shrink this page on my screen here a little bit because I don't really need to see me so much. Because I need to have other things here. There we go. Just put something out of the way. Oh, I know why I put it up there, so I can see comments. Hi. Hey. Yes, I can see your comments, then I know you're here. Doing that. That's why my phone's there. Okay. Good enough. So yeah, so I'm starting. I'm just speaking. I'm actually, with all the rumbling and things going on with earthquakes and threatening ground movement going on, I took my entire Crystal Skull Council of Peace. They're star beings, crystal skulls. You know, quartz crystal. It's in radios, it's in televisions, it's in many, many things. It's programmable. It holds memory. That's why the Lemurian crystals are so sought after. Actually, they find us, if you're listening. So I did a realignment and a new agreement with everyone in my council. And we moved over to the pool table with cushiony edges. So if the walls shake, they won't fall off the table. And that's positive thinking. Yeah. So, yeah. And personally, created such an energetic field here that I truly pray that it, along with my prayers, will assist in calming the situation. But I mean that on all fronts. As so many things are happening, yes, it's not just the Middle East. And there are trying times for everyone, everywhere, in one way or another, and within and without. Struggling to understand, to forgive, to forget, to grow, to learn, to do it now, to stop waiting. To make this moment of awakening be as special as it truly is. It's funny, we're all here on Facebook or social media. AI, no AI. AI can't touch this. They can't touch this. fake, real frequencies. Well, you can generate them, but what we're doing together, that's real. And I love you for it. I love us for it. Everyone is so beautiful and really doing their best. And that's good enough. Sure is. So since we finally made it, and I actually even put a title in, and I've tried to pretend that it's really not so much work to get this all started and to do something. So we did something. So welcome to C.W.R. Cosmic Waves Radio Live. This is Cosmic Utopian Rose, broadcasting live. Not pre-recorded. So we're broadcasting live from our F.U.S.E. Community Network portal station. This is my station. That's full unity, signal, Earth. To all our faithful ground crew, from inmates to earthmates, freedom riders, and all others from above, below, and beyond. We're going to break through these limitations and bring on the real being, the real news of what's in our hearts and what's in our skies. One of my specialties, and many of my brothers and sisters as well. Yes, I see all your posts, and we're all sharing the same thing, so we didn't have to go to a meeting to learn how to do that, because we're connecting with the divine creator source field, the God field, the angelic realms, and when you ask, they will come. You don't have to go to any special meetings to learn how to do that. Nothing against them. The groups that are doing that. In fact, where there's more than two, it's always good as well. It's all good. There's no discrimination on any efforts. But we do have to be aware and have discernment of what is real and what is not, because there's a lot at stake here. Or let's say there's a lot in play here. So when you know it's your heart and your eyes and your true connection that you made yourself, all on your own. Nothing was set up. You know it's real. So what I always share are real-time live sightings from my own personally documented Akashic Files Library Records. As a lifelong experiencer, space-time traveler, and messenger of the stars and the heavenly cosmic realms, I will be taking us on some amazing Akashic Files journeys that will just blow your mind and sometimes leave you without words, as it does me. And some of you may be brought to tears, myself included, as these images often remind the soul of its long and arduous journey through many lifetimes and stations we may have passed along the way, through some cities and states of consciousness that have won us a front runner's seat in the big Tribeca neighborhoods of ascension here on Earth, right now, right here, together. Right here amidst the grandest epoch of of transformation, as well as unveiling sights of indescribable beauty to feast the eyes, our ethereal senses. The spirit is a passionate artist, unmatched in its creative force, an inspirational palette of textures and colors such as we could only imagine. And until now, even more so. Yet we are this army of love that indeed does paint the portrait of our existence. Greater yet, and in all ways, will stir our very souls and expand the heart as only heaven knows how. We have come so far to find ourselves inside this incredible depth of these divine waters of unity consciousness. So, to remember again our being in at-one-ment with divine creator, source, in a field of golden sun. Let thy will be done. All being as one. Infinite resounding tones that speaks to all, and none shall be without the word when all is said and done, as it is, above, below, within and without. Tell the children, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and forevermore. And so, like Moses crossed the desert just to tell the story, so it is. All my writings, photos, channeled messages, music, transmissions, and video footage I have brought through from our local skies, galaxies, parallel universes, other realms and worlds within worlds, with my innermost sensorial mastery of visionary gifts of manifestation, alchemy, with God, the Trinity, the grand order of divinity, the cosmic laws of nature, the law of one, the Emerald Order, and my eternal, our eternal family, the Eternals, does make these kind and most beautiful things possible for me and all of us to experience. Isn't it wonderful? Be grateful for all our experiences that are to the extreme. It is to make us see and bring us fastly back into our hearts, our humble inbode, seeing the gift is that painful pinch that wakes us up whenever we start to fall asleep or forget that all realities are created by expression of the kind of energies we hold within or are putting out energetically through the vibrations in our words, our thoughts, deeds, emotions, actions, reactions, responses, etc., etc., etc. Response ability. We have the ability. We just have to turn it on. We must be the change that we wish to see. Consciously creating our reality. So I'm going to look over here in the comments and see who's here, and just bring my phone closer. Probably should plug it in too. Battery goes off when you just least expect it, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. Hey, Ernestine. Oh, the most beautiful guitar player on the planet. Well, one of them, for sure. Of course, my beautiful brother Michael Everett is also an amazing, gifted. We all have such beautiful gifts. I'm so happy to see you, Ernestine. Thank you. That's all right. You're going live too. That's cool. Bless you. And thank you for stopping in. Oh, what a cool thing. Gina, my beautiful sister, hello. Teresa Holomed. Hey, Teresa Labrie. Everyone, whoever's here, whoever comes, whoever shows up later. I didn't make any announcements, so nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knows. Nobody knew we were coming. Good. Let's keep it that way. They don't know we're coming. They're barely aware how much we're here. They think they have control over everything, and it's going to be so clear for them, but I'm not really sure. And yet, somehow they know there's something amiss. And it might not be how it goes. At least not how they'd like it to. But that's up to us, isn't it? Yeah. So, I didn't share this out anywhere. Thank you, Michael, for sharing. I was too busy just trying to get us set up and come on. My neighbors would love me. It's almost midnight. I've got it all turned up, turned on and turned up. You know? The I am, our presence. Oh, Ernestine, you're still here? Oh, so beautiful. Yes, we all do have amazing gifts. There's nothing foofy and fake about that. It's the real deal. When we're real and authentic, it's the real deal. You can't fake that. You can't fool Mother Nature. As I am, as you are, presence. Thank you, Gina. Of one, as one, in unity, as one. We're learning. Paying attention to the silent, less visible aspects of our personal experiences while they become more apparent. Absolute ever-present layers of our multi-dimensional inner and outer special spatial energy fields. There is an arousing awareness that we ourselves are an active energy field, feeling more connected to the cosmic core of Gaia and the heart of creation itself, God, Source. So we must allow for this connection and the embodiment of our light, cosmic, galactic, celestial, earthly, planetary origins to be unified and grounded here within our physical vessels, being portals, being an organic, sentient, an inseparable fractal cell of the entire cosmic field of the infinite time-space continuum. Even as we are here in this part of the galaxies on Gaia, a cosmic galactic portal and celestial university for the human experience. Actually, cultivating light, sound, and all the elements into sentient matter. Physically able to experience, feel, learn, grow, decompose, rebirth, recycle, transform, respond, send and receive, retrieve, communicate, carry, and index, something I do a lot of, the entirety of all that has been learned during our attendance at the Central Universal Portal and living planetary cosmic university called Gaia. Our contributions to the growth and expansion of consciousness itself through and by our voluntary services and participation in this experimental experience and expedition, serving a much higher purpose than we could ever have realized until now. All that has been learned serves the ever-growing wisdom of Divine Creator Source, God, who also is continually expanding and learning as the existence we are becoming more intimate and deeply aware of, and unified field of Christ consciousness for the benefit of eternal good. The grand order of divinity is what I call it. In short, God, the unfathomable, one, father, mother, unfathomable. Did we learn how to read and write? Did we go to school? What did they teach us? Really, what did they teach us? We have to do it all again. Isn't that fun? And we get to do it this time with our whole heart. Take it apart and make sense out of it. Something that makes sense to our soul. Something that makes sense to our hearts, to our minds. And enriches our spirit and our experience. So the unfathomable, one father, mother, is learning from us, the children of the sun. Isn't that beautiful? To better understand in all ways and for the highest purpose of maintaining cosmic utopia, infinite love and balance of the sacred waters, flow and currency, which supports and upholds all dimensional fields of co-creation and cosmic weaving in cooperation, strengthening the foundations and cohesiveness of the unified field of consciousness, the law of one, the law of love and at-one-ment throughout the galaxies, spanning the infinite, ever-expanding continuum and the experience of love itself. Precisely why we are here on Gaia for this very auspicious, and it has been a very long one, very auspicious event of the awakening, the remembrance, and the rising back from the lower frequencies, like fallen angels, forgetting, and rising again, like Christ. That is a metaphor. All of it. Our frequency and vibration. Gaia, frequency and vibration. And that of every living, breathing soul. And all life forms existing within, without, above, below, and beyond. In this now moment, as all dimensions are converging into one. Yes, yes, humanity is the fail-safe plan called into action for the manifesting of heaven on earth. To bear witness and take responsibility into our hearts and hands consciously, acknowledging the cause and effects of all we do and all we have done, as they go rippling out over all space and time. It is a process, one that requires patience, presence, compassion, grace, gratitude, awareness, discernment, forgiveness, and most of all, unconditional love. Once again, we have the unprecedented opportunity not only for world peace, but for cosmic utopia itself. There will always be freedom of choice, but there will always be the calling of the higher voice, that which exists within you, for truth, unity, and love, to ride the higher frequency vibrational wave. We must choose well, my beloved family. We are here now. Let us say, I am that. I am divine creator spark, golden arc, the arc, the bridge, the covenant of love between that of myself and divine creator source. From below and above, all that is and all that was, evermore, reborn in love. This is the decree from the Eternals, and a message of love. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Scenes here. These things just happen. I really had no plans. I was really doing technical work, just trying to get things to work better. I do know how to do this. Tell yourself, I do know how to do these things, whatever they are, whatever your challenges are. Just keep reminding yourself and saying those words that become your action, your being. Say, I know how to do this. We do. We actually know everything and how to do everything. Just have to put ourselves in that space in our hearts and in our spirit. Hey, Marie, Tristan, you know, it's gonna come, this moment. Just like when I see all your faces on your, when I look through Facebook and it shows who's on, who's not, whatever, whoever's on, whoever you're connected to. And I see everyone. It's like, you start to feel like you really, really are family. There is no separation. There is no difference. My God. is so beautiful. Not everyone. There's no perfection. There's nothing about it. This is not about being perfect. It's just speaking to my good friend Carrie recently. I had to agree with her too. I said, I wrote something about that. Not being perfect. It's not about being perfect. Oh no, it's far from that. It's about this whole messiness. It's about the whole experience and the whole messiness of it all. And it had to get pretty darn messy. For us to feel that it was about time for us to reach for something better. Isn't it? Yeah. Today was messy. I know some people are having a lot of weather, snow, rain. I love it though. I love it. I love it all. I really love the snow. I miss the snow. Let's see what I'm doing here. Fall over. Yeah. So here we are. So this is this image here behind me. Actually, this is right. This was really in the sky. This part here, all of this white, angelic-looking substance here was in the sky, and this being who is now the image for Fuse, full unity, signal Earth. This is what came through, and I did what I call cosmically commissioned art to bring out this beautiful being, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna just move out of the way, somewhat. There we go. There we go. She's very cosmic. She's very cosmic. And she's real. All this is real. Our existence has been filled with a lot of artificial filler. I would call that artificial filler our educational system. Artificially filling our heads with artificial information, and not all of it, but a great deal of it missing, and a great deal of it artificial. Alterations. So don't be hard on yourselves as we're coming out of this unraveling and detoxification, purification that we're having. Yeah. We'll make it. Whatever we knew we came here for, whether it was to come here for a long time, a short time, for a specific mission. For some, it was just to be born, and that's all. For some, it was to have families. For some, it was to just plant flowers, trees. For some, it was to paint, to dance, to sing. For some, it was to live a long, long life. and get very, very old and feel that to the very end. They're all lessons we learn, and the million lessons we learn all along the way for each experience. So, hello, my beautiful Hen. How are you? Thank you for coming. So we continue on doing this. Yeah. Beautiful. Yes, immortal. Yes. And you know, I want to ask you something, my family. What will we do when we realize that we are really, really in the days of days, and the immortals do walk amongst us, and indeed may very well be some of us, and at another time, others of us, because it's all us. It's all us, every bit of it, every part of it. So either we're witnessing it in another, or we're experiencing it for ourselves. This is something that has to be spoken. This is something that has to be shared. That's why I asked to bring the proof, not even the proof, just to show through my eyes. It's something more than clairvoyancy. It comes through in many forms for myself. The ability to bring these sights and angelic visitations and all other beings, interdimensionals, things we couldn't see before the veil was thin enough. And we started to become unclouded. It's a good one, huh? Unclouded. Before we couldn't see anything but a cloud or a few stars in the sky, many, many stars. Did you notice that? The stars aren't there like they used to be anymore. Did you notice that? More things are moving around in the sky than they ever were, and they're not looking like stars, not exactly. Or they look like the brightest star you've ever seen, or the biggest star you've ever seen, and so many. Well, this is our cosmic family. Now, doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that tell you that we are closer to being more of what we really are, if we can see it, not only from within, feeling it, but from without, we begin seeing it. I'm seeing more and more of these images coming through everyone now. You don't have to pay for a program. It's all within you. Just spend your energetic time and reach out. It will reveal itself to you, especially for you. Our birthright as a fleshly clothed being on the planet Earth is to be able to feel what we experience happening all around us, within us. This is something that those beautiful beings that I will share so much more with you that are in the sky. I even made a movie called Neon Star, which was in a conference, but I don't think that many people saw it, and I never shared it on Facebook, so I'd like to do that with you. Share that song that I wrote and dedicated to the neon beings and the many others, some of whom I've shared with you and some who may be new that I hadn't put out there, but you'll see them. And I love you too. The world, the real world, is mostly a safe and loving place to experience. We learned to hate. We learned to create pain. We learned all these things, and that's why they became our reality. So our thoughts have to lead us to clearer waters so that we can play in the God field of flowers and golden orbs of light. It's been quite a ride. And you know, it's ramping up because, well, the party's almost over. For those who were taking advantage, throwing things a little too far, way too far, off balance. Did they know that one day we would wake up? Did they know that the dominion of the divine creator source field belonged to everyone? And in fact, that we are that? Did they know that? Well, I think they get their idea now. And as long as we continue to know that, as long as we realize that, this is what is making the change for all of us. I promise that I love you as you are. I know so many of you, and I know myself. And there's no judgment upon anyone, lest I judge myself. This is love. And this is how we grow and become one. I want to talk about a recent experience I had. Well, let's just say We talk about the New Jerusalem. I think Von Daniken, many people have talked about the chariots of fire, the 13 gates, the signs of the time of change, the days of days. I received those signs. I am here just for that as well. And came from the time around the equinox, September in 2021. And then, guess what? The chariots of fire, they came again. September 25, 2023. 2021, sorry, 2022. So I put them in a folder. I finally found them all. I said, wait, now where is the 2022 one? The sighting was so grand. And not only that, it was accompanied by an entire sky full of angelic Merkabas and an entourage of angelic, what we might call interdimensional. They didn't really need spaceships. When you get to the highest or higher dimensions, you don't really need a vehicle. Your Merkaba is a vehicle. You are a light being. How do we explain all these things to ourselves? But it's true. And I would like to show that to you, show you that. Because we are here now, and we need this blessing. And we need to know what's here for us and what is real. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see how I can do this. Let me see. Okay, screen share. Okay, so here I am. Oh, look at this. Let's go to my... Can you see that? Can anybody write and tell me if they can see my desktop here? Let's see. No, not that. Don't want to go there. I want to go to my desktop. Desktop. My desktop. There it is. Okay. So let's go to 2021. I'm going to open that up and then, show you a sight that is so incredible. And this is what appeared outside my window. I don't think, when they talk about the golden cities that were going to come down from the sky, this is what came down over Haifa. I didn't run to the newspapers. I didn't look for glory. I just anchored it in for humanity. Yes, I didn't share this on Facebook. No. Yes. So we talk about the 13 gates, we talk about the golden city that will come down in the sky. And it's not like what was in China or wherever that was, where they had the reflection of the city in the sky that was below. That was something, I don't know what it was, but this, you can't make this up. This is what I do. This is what we're capable of when we're connecting to divine creator, source, the angelic realms. To know yes. Look at that. Is that beautiful? Yes. Quite a sight. So there's that. That was in 2021. And I need to go back. And this is in 2022. Same week. The same time. I'm thinking, is this the is this the Trinity? Is there going to be a third one this September again in 2023? I don't know, but this is the one that came the next year, in the same month. This is where I live. This is my window here, where I'm sitting. This is my window right here, where I live now. And I live in the suburbs. And right across from my window, as I was out here, I'm not showing you even the pictures of all the beings that I also recorded that night. But when I turned my head in this direction, there it was again. And you can see it's like the thrusters on an engine, but there's more than that. You see this, it's like all this, they're like an entourage accompanying it, but we're definitely bringing in to Gaia his energies, and it's much more than, it's bigger than a dragon. There are gates here. For those who have read about the 13 gates, there are columns. And in the other picture where it's like a building, you see, look at this. There's a lot here. And it does look a little bit like a dragon up here, doesn't it? I'll give you that, this one. But I believe there's a lot more here, and then some. Yes. And I'm grateful that I can share it with, not just share it, but anchor it in to this realm, now, where we need it. And it got bigger. There was more this time. It was showing even a bit more. Just incredible. Look at this now. This is what I was looking at happening right before me. Look at all of that. The gates are open. You know, I did a I don't know what you call it, a showing of this with a dear sister. We did it in a group. We did a display of things. But not this. This one is now. This came after that. And no one else saw it because it was in a private showing. But I'm sharing it out in public now, because now is now. And you see the gates are open here. Look. It's like before it was down, and then here it's like open, spraying out this amazing, and look at this. The blue, it's like blue crystalline energy here. Just amazing. Look at this now. You see, you can't make this up. There's so much happening, so much going on. It looks to me like I felt like there's a Lyran council here accompanying this. Yeah, I work with the Cosmic Council, and the Cosmic Council really has to do with everything. It has to do with all the galaxies, the galactic federations, and seeing all of that. It is the Cosmic Councils for the cosmos, for the galactic communities and everything, the planetary systems. When does something like this come down from the cosmos to tell us a message? To give us these signs that we're all seeing now. There has never been, perhaps in most of our lifetimes, I don't know about others, but I'm sure there were in other epochs, great moments as these. I think I have a life, what we would call a lifetime of work to do, because there are so many images, and I've been doing this for years now. And I just finished backing it all up. I'm talking hundreds, a few 100,000. And it's funny, I remember, and I know, and I remember these beings, and I remember when they come back again. I see them, I say, oh, I know you. You know, and they don't have names. You see, these other groups are associated with planets. I guess we have Pleiadians, and let's close that for a second. We have Pleiadians, and we have Arcturians, and we have so much. Let me show you what showed up in my garden, in my last place where I lived, where I had a galactic landing pad in my rooftop garden. This showed up in my garden, this being here, and this person in a spacesuit showed up in my garden. And I believe this was in the morning when the sun was out bright. But I do, and I tell you, surely we can, and we do. Other dimensions coming through and bleeding into this dimension. The sun disappeared. My whole garden disappeared. The trees, the plants, the wooden pergola that I had over my garden all disappeared. My tin cabinet where my tools were is right behind where this is. It was broad daylight, morning, and this whole visitation appeared. You can't make that up. I went out, I was years and years and years, either hanging out the window or in my garden or in the sky or somewhere, meeting and being met and greeted by so many of them. It's incredible. life forms, beings, souls. I'd like to say there are souls from the spirit realm, from the angelic realm. Ultimately, we're all from the divine creation. So we can't really. It's if we do bad things, then that's what shows. It's what we do. Everything exists. Positive, negative, good, bad, everything exists, but it's what we do that matters. I'm also connected to the solar rishis. I put it on canvas. I would like to make some of these available. My work is copyrighted. I copyright it because I have to. I know all of my works. This is a solar rishi, solar being here in a cloak in this. And this was also in the morning with the sun. They're here. We're here. Whatever we are, whatever our frequency is, wherever we've reached within ourselves, it will reveal itself to us in many ways. And I'm seeing more and more of it around many of you. We're making this place ours, our home again. We came from the light of Christ consciousness, from the light of the sun. So much happening, and there's no end. There's no beginning, and there's no end. And there's so much to learn. So I think if you really focus more on this and what we are and what we're being, there's no time to be. I mean, it gets harder and harder to be dragged back into the darkness and the. We have those moments, we all do, I myself included. And yes, what we want to call psychic attacks and all kinds of things that would like to keep us shut down, unaware of things like this. When I was in Egypt, this is my desktop. This is when I was in Egypt, in the sky. Just takes your breath away. Sometimes I look through some of these and I really just cry. Since I was a child, I thought, oh, what are we doing on the earth? We're just here, down here on the earth and standing on the ground. We're actually in the waters with every other planetary system. Perhaps we're actually a grand central station. And that's why we got cut off, so we can come here and have some kind of a full experience. And then get back. Get back to where we once belonged. Get back. Get back. Get back to where we once belonged. Yes. We are blessed. We shouldn't, for a moment, take that for granted. We should embrace it. Everybody's trying to make these beautiful beings that I have never been harmed by anyone's. They're trying to turn everything into a... And there are other factors to the beings that, or maybe they're even created. We create things too, half artificial, half real. We were brainwashed. Why couldn't they be brainwashing other beings from other places to do their bidding? People that are having, unfortunately, other kinds of experiences. But this is about having every kind of experience. So we will hear about, I can't say it, any of these experiences can be any worse than the ones that we've experienced at our own hands here on the planet, between ourselves as a humanity. So why are we afraid of other beings like us that live in other worlds? Why would we be afraid of that? If you're afraid to walk down the street in Harlem, why would you be afraid of a beautiful light in the sky that's just trying to smile at you? Say hello. That's why I did this. This is a cosmically commissioned art. And this is a real being from the sky. This is one of my Merkabas. And what I just did was I embraced it with my heart. And I said, open your heart. And I'm not an artist, but this is what came. And that's why I call them cosmically commissioned art. Because this beautiful, beautiful, it's almost like an androgynous being. It's like a boy, a masculine, feminine, a beautiful soul of complete love, holding this beautiful being that happens to be shaped like a heart. Why are we afraid? Why are people trying to demonize these? I'm here to represent them. Why are we trying to demonize and call them aliens? I think they might know more about love than we do at this point. At least the ones I'm meeting, and they're by the thousands. We're learning how to embody love and to be here on the planet. Embodied spirit. Do you know how they adore and just looking at us, being able to feel, having the skin, the flesh, the ability to experience our living light force in a physical vessel. It's much different than traveling in a light Merkaba. But then again, we also want to experience that too, because we really are that. So they're showing us that what we are, while we're experiencing it as what we are now. A form. Everything has become some kind of a form, has been able to develop and come into a certain density that allows us to hold form. That what we call human being. But look how close they are. There's no difference. There's no separation. This is only what love looks like. And you can only feel it. I think that's part of my work. To help us to feel it. And that's why I say, let me continue to show the way. And I like to focus on these things more than focusing on whether my building's going to fall in or not, because, if you focus on that, you don't want to give any energy to that stuff. So I'm putting my energies into healing and trying to calm the waters for all of us. And many of us are doing just that, the very same. Because the chaos will ensue and it will continue. And it does touch our lives and the lives of the ones that we love. This is all part of this experience, and I honor every single being for whatever part they're experiencing in the whole thing, because it is all for the purpose that we came. And if we didn't have that experience that they're having, we may have had it in another realm, another lifetime. So let's take it in our hearts and into our arms and see it as it is. And make peace. And be compassionate. You don't have to pretend that you're miserable and sad to try and convince others that you feel something about what's happening here. Of course we feel it. And of course, we pray for anyone who's affected and having the experience they're having. But just as we've had good and bad and painful experiences in our lives, and at other times others looked upon us and said, I love you, I embrace you, I hug you, support you. Yeah, that's what it's all about. This is another being that I have the honor to take their picture. Showed up. And I've had other people say they know this type of being. So those Merkabas that we see in the sky, if I could tell you, this is just one shot, but I could be there and have 50 of these beings, different ones. It's like, sometimes they're like, oh, she caught me. And I'll see them with their mouth open like, oh, she got my picture. It gets to be quite an ordeal. But they show me a lot. Places, entrances to caves on the planet, all the way up to the Himalayas, and I've seen so many things. But here they are, and I just find them all so beautiful. I really do. So different and so not, because I'm feeling them. I'm not asking them to look like me, and I ask them to come as they are. And I hope that this is really exactly what they're showing us, because I think it's the coolest thing in the whole world. Yeah. I even caught somebody flying across the sky. Looks like a Zeta Reticuli. The good, the bad. I don't want to say the good, the bad, and the ugly. I just want to say that it's all out there, folks. It's all out there. Look at that. We've been watching so many movies. Our life is a movie. It is moving. Yeah. Yeah. But we're busy trying to make big things and wars out of everything that happens, and we gotta stop doing that. But once everyone gets rid of the idea that they have to be afraid of all of this, then things will start to change. I've been flying since I was a child. And so in that garden I told you about, my rooftop garden, my driver's seat showed up. I guess maybe from one of my ships that I kept, no? So this is something like you'd see in a movie, but you can't make this up, as I said. This did show up in my garden, and it does belong to me. So this is my garden in the morning. Again, everything disappeared, and my captain's chair dropped in. And this sounds like a movie itself. I should be making a movie, obviously. But I guess this is as good as it gets right now. My patience is a little bit short on that because everything seems to take so long. We put a lot of effort into trying to share things, and I'm not exactly a big movie producer, but my heart is open and my heart is here, so I'll share that with you. And this, you see, I never really asked anybody for money, but I'm happy if anyone donates, anything. The crystals I brought in are to hold the field here. I have skulls, I have the Morian crystals. They found me, and they help hold this field here, and they are programmed for holding a peaceful energy in the Middle East, and where I live, in my building, all around. So anyways, here's this, my captain's chair there. You see the body here, the arms, the white suit, sitting in the seat, and different kind of technology, and the headrest here at the back, and there's something here behind. But you can definitely see the shoulders and the arms and the chair here, whole thing. Much like in our car, we have that headrest behind us, But this looks a little bit more high-tech, like, space stuff. There it is, right there. My whole garden disappeared. This, yeah. Hey, Catherine. We're just having a night. Since all this started, I haven't been sleeping very much anyway, so I thought I would share a bit of cosmic Utopian Rose, crazy cosmic life. And when I go through all of these, it's really just here. This is on my Cosmic Utopian Rose page. This being that showed up in the sky one morning. I took their picture, and sure enough, look at this, coming right out of the sun. You see? And here's this being, without a doubt, holding this, I don't know, it's like a magical pen, writing something, sending out a message. Sending out a message. And usually when you see these beings, you'll only see the torso. Usually their heads you only see, or at least the top part of their body, the torso. But I have beings that are complete, whole bodies, lots of pictures. And they're people that look like us, a lot of them. So where can we go on vacation next year? What part of the cosmos would you like to go to? I'd like to take you there. I'd like you to go there yourself. Because once you see these, they will open you even more to even more that is within you already. I don't have to do that for you, but I'm happy to share that with you now because it will assist in bringing more of that energy to you. for your own experience, turning on your own gifts by sharing our gifts together. Yep. Oh, there's lots. I can tell you that. An awful lot. I think this is another crystal city. And this one was coming to me like 3 years in a row as well. This was way before. This is like in 2015, 2012, or 13, something like that. A while back. I don't know where time goes anymore. I stopped keeping track of time because I lose it, you know. And the sun was like this grid, and then there was this definitely a crystal city. Doesn't that look like a crystal city to you? So yes, we work in the crystal cities. Now I've always been connected with crystals as well, like our beautiful 16, working with crystals and working in the crystal cathedrals and the inner earth and the outer verse. It has meaning. It exists. It truly exists. Wow. Yeah. I probably should close down this broadcast from Cosmic Waves Radio Live, coming at you from Fuse Portal Station, full unity, signal Earth. You can almost hear the Earth just sending a signal out. The dream is alive. It's alive. The dream is real. As are the resonance of these beautiful, what I call my photographic transmissions. This is the way they can come through. And they are holding a resonance. They are holding a light. It's us who think it's something. Someone paints a portrait. It's a portal. It came through them. Someone carves a piece of wood. Someone creates something. They're all energy that has been put into and created and made into a form. They're portals of expression that become manifest in the form that we give them. Maybe that they were destined to be for their experience, and we just helped it happen. Imagine what's here, what we are yet to see or know. Right there in the center. Time travel, teleportation, bilocation. We're learning step by step what we are, what we can do, and that we, in space, as I say, has no limits. So grateful for whoever stopped in, everything, every one of you. I love you all. And let me do this. There we go. Hey. So yeah, here we are. It's been quite a night. I never plan these things, they just happen, you know. So, yeah. I'm really glad you enjoyed the adventure, Gina, my beautiful sister. And I'm grateful that you were here. And welcome to C.W.R, Cosmic Waves Radio Live. I'm Cosmic Utopian Rose, broadcasting live from our F.U.S.E. Community Network Portal Station. That's full unity, signal, Earth. Y'all come back now. Have a good night, day, wherever you are on this great planet at this very fine moment. You are the sunshine of my life. Thank you. Love you. See you next time.